Hello and welcome. I am Marisan Kyosuke, you can just call me Kyo, and welcome to the video series where we go through every character on HoloCure version 0.7, every character in alphabetical order, doing stage 5 using the little challenge of Halu 5 and Mono Weapon. If you want a longer explanation, feel free to go check out the first video of the series where I played as Aki Rose. Otherwise, enjoy. Ceres Fauna. Her weapon is a nature shield. She creates 3 razor-sharp leaves that spiral outward. Her ultimate, which we're kind of partially building around, is Mother Nature. Summon a giant tree that creates a healing zone. In this zone, Fauna gains 10-second invincibility buff. Here's her new outfit. Cute. So, we don't need this, but we're gonna be funny. And we're gonna use Spicy Udon here. When taking damage, increases special meter. Alright, and we're about to find out why. So her first ability, Whisper. Every 10 seconds, gain 1 Whisper, up to 5. Each stack heals 2% HP every 2 seconds. On taking the next hit, consume 1 Whisper to negate the attack. So, if you're running around avoiding things, she gets a bunch of Whispers, she gets healing over time. Pretty sweet. Sapling. Defeated targets have a 10% chance to drop a saplings. Oh, sorry. Whatever. A sapling heals 3% of her max HP, I'm assuming, and increases Fauna's attack and speed by 70% for 15 seconds. It's huge. After 10 seconds, uncollected saplings will move towards Fauna. So you don't have to worry about trying to collect them. They'll come to you eventually. And then lastly, Guardian Tree, which is what we're going to build around. When healing, a branch will grow under a random nearby target, dealing 300% damage. This doesn't matter how much healing we get. This is per healing tick. So that's gonna be the build. Healing ticks. Plus what's it called? Beetle. Beetle to increase that, so you see, we're fast, we're cool, we're awesome. Not sure what we might be taking all of these at some point. So we're gonna take Nature Shield for now, because we might want some DR for the shenanigans I want to do. So we don't need either of these, really. We will see about the okay, I think we need to plan out our build now, then, if we want to take Raven Feather or not. So we're getting Halu. We're getting, We're getting, Nurse's Horn. I want to try a silly combo of Asakoko, Injection, which hurts us every second, and combine that with Bandage to see if we can get some funny Bandage triggers. So that is 4 items. We want like at least 1 DR item, and then Beetle. So I guess we don't have room for Raven Feather. What is this? I'll take Speed. So we're going to run around and take some hits. What that lets us do... Look at all this stuff. Wow. We don't want any of it yet, because we want Halu ASAP. We'll eliminate Candy. Oh, we want our special up more often, too, with the Idol costume. Uber Sheep drops every 3 seconds. I think that's a good replacement. Well, I mean, it gets down to every 6 seconds or something at max level. And Haste does something to that. So we just, you know, run around. We pick up healing. We run into enemies. We don't really care. Just like the Honey Badger. Boom, boom, boom. You see those spikes are doing a decent chunk of the damage. They're somewhat AoE too. Get rid of this. We need to keep at least 1. Actually, we'll run Membership instead of the other thing. That way we have a little bit of damage that we can multiply. I was thinking of Breastplate, but I think we'll take Membership over that. I like the attack rating, or the attack up. So, here's the funny thing. We put out our tree, it heals us, and we're full. But a second we step out of it, we could take damage. we can take damage. And then we can step under it for healing. Take some damage, step under it for healing. Take damage, step under it for healing. And that will trigger the food that we bought. That is every time we take damage, we get some special back. And it'll let us take damage so that we can heal it. But I think most of our healing triggers, since we're not going to run Bandage, we'll run Uber Sheep instead and try to get some haste. Some haste. We don't need to, like, hard focus any haste. Get this out of here. Okay. Now we can start picking up all of our items that we want for the build, though. And we can just run around. No, we're not doing study glasses this time. You can always run Plushie. Plushie is very funny. But we're going to max out our weapon. Shoots 2 additional leaves and aims towards targets. So they shoot out, wait for a second, and then they zoom into enemies. It's super good. And this increases their range, or their, the size of them, but we don't really care. So we want Idol Costume. That lets us do this more often, which will get our healing regardless. But taking hits is what our goal is. We could take the... I think this is literally every item we want. We want this entire set. I probably should have held something, but I don't know. We'll find it again. The Cannonball does too much damage, so we don't really want to take that damage. Goodbye, Injection. Let's get Idol Costume up. Now, every time anything dies, we have a decent chance of healing. Let's get Beetle. Beetle's a ton of damage output. It's now taking our 300%, making it 600 every time we touch something. Every time we get a healing, we're getting doing a nearby 600% attack or more. We'll grab our Uber Sheet. Ow. Ow. And we do want to be, as silly as it sounds, running into enemies. I want the special up as much as possible. In the past, it was possible to kind of have 100% uptime on Fauna's ultimate. We do have to look out, though. We want to end in there so that we end full health. Fullish health. There's the membership for our DR and a little bit more attack percent to use to multiply. We got most of our ult back already. Let's max out Nurse's Horn. The funny thing about the plushie doll, so it turns our health into pink health instead of no health as we take damage. What that does for us is it lets us... Ow, I need more help. That would let us do stuff like count ourselves as low health, but we kind of can't die because our health would be draining gradually instead of instantly with the plushie, which would let us run around at quote-unquote low health, slamming our face into enemies and getting triggers of our Nurse's Horn. If taking a hit while HP is less than 15%, there's a chance to heal 30% HP. So we're gonna do silly things to maximize that out, but unnecessary, kind of. It's actually probably stronger. I don't know. But we're not too worried about it. We're doing super well here. We're getting Uber Sheep so that it drops more often from the sky, which one of these games I was playing, it seems like it actually Uber Sheep actually checks your haste, so we can get down to like a 3-second cooldown at least. From 6, because we have get to like 100... we'll probably keep Marking Stamp. That's good for bossing. And plus, if we plus all these enemies, since we're doing a lot of AoE, if we get any of them marked, that means it's a kill. It'll die really quickly. And once we get that to trigger, we might get a healing trigger from Nurse's Horn, which in turn will kill something, which will in turn give us healing. So nice little cute little combo. Crit up. These are all, you know, like attack and crit based attacks, so any basic attack stats or crit stats and stuff, they help out. We don't need pickup range. We'll max out Beetle. We'll pop this and go on the hunt to slam our face into some enemies. Come on! I want to take damage. I want triggers of damage so I can ult more. Well, we have half our ult back already, and as I spoke, half of that is gone. Now we're full health. Haste? We do want haste, so that we can get more heal triggers. Attack up would be pretty good too. We have a lot of attack. Because of the sapling buff, that's an additional 70. We'll pop our ult, we'll walk out, walk in, walk out. Walk in, walk out. That way we try to get as much special back as we can in between each special usage. I think Haste Stamp is good here. We're probably like Haste, Haste Bomb Flower. But, I mean, we don't really need all that, do we? Because we also want the Vampire Stamp. The Healing Stamp. And... alright, ult's up. We'll take some hits. We'll walk in, take some hits, walk in, take hit, walk in. We're trying. Things are dying, though, so it's a little rough. The Gate Stamp would probably also be super good. But we want to actually take the hits, which is why we're thinking Flower Stamp. Flowers will reduce the damage output of enemies, and makes them take more damage from stuff as a whole. So it's one of the few items we have that we can put on our main weapon, which will increase the damage output of our skill. Because we got some, we would have some defense shredding. Oh, we can just ult here and walk away. We're dealing enough damage that it's kind of hard for us to ram our face through enemies and still get back to our ult. Let me get all this money. We have enough speed. We can start pumping attack. Wow. Oh no, it's the rock hard stamp. We could probably just stand in one spot, but, you know, let's be proactive and try to slam our face into enemies. Oh! This is the ultimate way to slam our face into enemies. Just spawn camp them with our face. Oh! That's a strat. Fight me! Slap, slap. Slap, slap. We've got all these burgers falling from the sky. We could use the extra haste to get even more burgers from the sky. Here's Flower. We don't really need Solo Stamp. We're not looking at doing damage with it. I don't feel like standing still either. So we're gonna run away. We're gonna pop this. Run through here. Run in, run out, run in. What are those Doom difficulties? Right? Hurt me little, hurt me plenty. Alright, our ult's up. I'm gonna stick it over here so that we can run out into the spawn, take some damage. We're doing some 500 crits per heal. So, though it's not as, like, ridiculous as Choco or anything like that, where it's giant AoEs for, you know, like, a million. We're still making progress. Do I still have my marking stamp? I do. What's this? Let's max out marking stamp. We'll put in more haste. Once you have like 100 haste, I'm going to swap off of putting points into haste. Oh, I leveled. Max health is super good here. That'll help us survive longer. It doesn't increase our damage in any way, but hey, whatever. It lets us run through enemies more. Hit me. Boom. Owie. 60 haste. So that's a number. Of course, if you're worried about dying, you could always run something like full meal. Breastplate. Headphones. Headphones is super good. Watch our thing chunk up. Yeah, I was just watching our special bar chunk up there. Alright. The dodging did not increase our special when we went through enemies, so it doesn't count. So we do actually have to take the damage. I am at the point where I do want a lot more crit chance on my skill. Like that. But the health is so much. Dude, we need the health too. Alright. Our priorities have shifted to health until we're at like 300. 300 is probably plenty. For all of our DR and stuff. Sure. We'll take more haste for now. It's fine. Whee! Uh-oh, the boss is here. What do we do? Let's not accidentally die to it again, but like, I don't know. One ult. Died within one ult, so. We killed the boss within 10 seconds. We're still working on some health. It's kind of hurt. We still want healing stamp. Alright, we'll pop this over here. Touch some Luna lights. Okay. Get most of our ult back in that time. Not all of, most of. Well, boom. Touch these enemies. It's just not giving us crit level up anymore. It's just not an option. Okay. Should I show off cheating? Some like black magic that I didn't know existed until yesterday. I'm gonna do that when the next time we find a crit level up. We'll show you guys some black magic. It's not really like this is not a stage that needs it. The black magic is too strong. But on stat ups at least, I don't think it worked with items because like you get the next level of item. But if you hold a stat up and take it, it'll pop up again. Usually you'll do this with haste, honestly. Maybe crit. Not hate, no. Not crit most of the time. Haste or health, usually. Yowie, my health bar. I took too many hits. Oh, a Bargar. And there you go. It's here again. You hold it and you take it. We got our crit up. I just want the crit. I don't know. Mark it. There we go. It's marked. And we're just like lightly tapping enemies on the outskirts of the fight. Oops, I forgot to hold it, but like, you know, there was 3 crits in a row. We won't get a crit next level unless we're lucky. Alright, I'm gonna go over here, pop my tree, and get out of the tree. See that? No crit that time, because I didn't hold it. But there you go. You can get like 6 hastes in a row using that black method. Ooh. I don't really need this anymore. Let's go. Now we just heal passively. Alright, so I can hold the haste. Hold the crit, take the crit. Most characters, yeah, again. Do that with haste, do that with health, depending on the character. Crit sometimes. Just this one case, I feel like doing it. It's safer to just do health. That would let us face tank a lot more. But I want to do some more damage. I want more consistent crits. So our weapon's doing like 100 damage crits. Our little heals are doing like 500, 600 damage crits now. I'm gonna hold it one more time. Boom. Yeah, easy stuff. We are super safe. Let me put this up. And just kind of fight them. And we'll take our last crit. So we're at 50 now. And we just run through wherever our saplings are, and everything just kind of dies. Ooh, lucky crit. We'll pop our special again so that we can run through healing and enemies and stuff. Owie, owie. Ooh, a burger. Lucky crit. Alright, we're at 55. Yeah, all those holds is only like 30. No, like 18 crit. So it's like, Wait, how does this look? Kind of trippy. There's a Pokemon ability called Magical Leaf. Kind of looks like that. We go from Razor Leaf to Magical Leaf with that build. With the RGB on. Anyways, marking! Marking stamp! Marking stamp! Marking stamp! What do you have marked? There you go. Honestly, the tree heals us. Let's count how often it heal triggers us while we're in it. 1, 60, 60, 60, 60. That's like every half second. So maybe it is... We're standing in, but at the same time it's like, if we're standing in it, then we're not taking hits to get it back. But we're trying to get it, so I don't know, maybe we don't even need to be doing all this silly special work. But what would we replace it with? Like, I guess we could replace it with bandage, because we'd be like out there taking hits and stuff the entire time, or a lot of the time. But like then, we don't even need to take the hits in the first place if we're not trying to build up our special. So it could just be like more damage reduction. By the way, her weapon counts as a multi-weapon. So we can go from these like 6 or 8 leaves, 3, 6. And increase it with projectile stamp. But not really necessary. Headphones. Headphones is another really good one. Just don't take a hit even though you can. And just you abuse that to just run into all of your healing items. Because, yeah, the only healing item we're missing is bandage. And, like, I guess if we're doing this, we can kind of still use it. Alright, we're on the left side. Pop this. Move out to the right side. Ooh, healing. Healing. Yeah. Theoretically, what we want to do is last second, run through the tree, get to the other side, and then you're, like, safe. And you can just stall for time out here. So you can still run just any food. You don't have to run the food equals special, and you keep running idle costume. And, like, it would work just fine. It would be basically the same thing. This thing, this has to go. This has to go. Oh, we could run Plushie or something. Plushie could be the last item there too. Talking about that earlier, after all. Boop. Goodbye, Stamp. Owie. Owie. We don't need speed anymore, so we'll just pick up health. 3, 2, 1. Haha. Well, lost half our health running through them. But it's all back. It's all back. You know, whenever you're in danger, you always have your item. We always have dash available anyways. Or you guys can run the 33% healing potion. But I will warn you that I think it doesn't actually heal you unless you're injured. At least that's what I've noticed. We just kind of take a bunch of chip damage to build up our special. Put it down again. We're completely immortal when we're inside of it, so it's like a really strange concept to wrap my head around. I'm not sure what's the right way to do it. Take all this damage, go back in to try and get our special back, or we just sit in here and just do tons of damage because we're getting all the heal triggers. Because, like, technically, if we work on not taking any hits, she has a built-in heal every 2 seconds, which is more common than a bandage trigger. So, like, maybe you run... Because, like, being in this will get us 2 stacks of Whisper. Is it being eaten? No, it's not. And then... Oh, yeah. Huh. Our stacks of Whisper were getting eaten while we were invulnerable. Interesting. Let's get a Whisper stack up. And I'm going to use the dash. Dude. Never mind. How to get Whisper up? What's its cooldown? 10 seconds? 10 seconds? Alright, mission impossible. Get your Whisper stacks. But, like, theoretically, yeah, you get one while you're inside the tree. Maybe you run headphones to try and keep it up longer, dash out, etc. And then you know, you get your heal every 2 seconds. Off the other side. Hee hee. Because technically, we aren't actually dealing extra damage by taking hits and stuff. I'm just abusing food. Mmm, delicious food. Shark! Oh, we got the boss. Alright, let's sell all the stuff. Get marked. Alright. You're gonna use your special on us? A little too bad. We don't really care. Let me grab some of this health. We're gonna wait for her to use her missiles, and then we're just gonna stand on her. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Well, yeah, after... So if we dash through them, we do not lose our Whisper stack. That's pretty nice. Boop, boop, boop. Our Whisper stack. Okay, well, Fauna, playing her in a very silly way. Trying to take as many hits as possible. Still, get us a decent clear. And there's the clear. Thank you all for watching, and please come join us over on YouTube or on Twitch at twitch.tv/marisankyosuke_TV, same name as this YouTube account. Would love to have you. Come chat and say hi, or just lurk. You don't have to talk at all. And of course, blah blah blah, like, comment, subscribe if you don't know already. That's how all YouTube content creators get discovered eventually. So, other than that, take care. Bye bye.